But he said that he was going to phone me
Right.
This one, this point, this is Oxford Rally, this is part of this one as well.
Excuse me!
Shammy?
Look at us all! Four gaping mouths. The perfect quartet. I love to write it just this second of time. This now, as you are. Hair chamberlain, impertinent Mozart. I must speak to the emperor at once. Hair prefect, thinking ignorant Mozart, debasing opera with his vulgarity. Hair court composer, thinking German Mozart, what can he finally know about music? And Herr Mozart himself in the middle, thinking, I'm just a good fellow, why do they all disapprove of me? That's why opera is important, Baron, because it is realer than any play. A dramatic poet would have to write all those thoughts down one after another to represent this second of time. The composer can put them all down at once and still make us hear each one. Astonishing device, a vocal quartet. I tell you, I want to write a finale lasting half an hour. A quartet, becoming a quintet, becoming a sextet, on and on, wider and wider, all sounds multiplying and rising together, and the together becoming a sound entirely new. I bet you that's how God hears the world. Sounds ascending at once and mixing in his ear to become an unending music, unimaginable to us. That's our job. That's our job, we composers. To combine the inner minds of him and him and him, and her, the thoughts of chambermaids and court composers, and turn the audience into God. Sorry, I talk nonsense all day. It's incurable. Just ask Stanton. My tongue is stupid. My heart isn't.
Oh.
The Honourable Lady of the House. Which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides it is excellent well paid. I have taken great pains to form it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very comfortable, even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my heart. Good gentleman, give me modest assurance if you be the lady of the house.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart, and yet, by the very fangs of malice, I swear, I am not that I play. No. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certainly. If you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. This is from my commission. I will honour my speech in your praise and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I have taken great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is the more like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach, rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time a moon me, and to make one, and so skipping the dialogue.
I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
to your ears, Devant, to any others, profanation.
Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam. Let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You're now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was this present, unveiling. Is it not well done?
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis engraved, sir, to endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you're the course she alive, if you'll leave these roses to the grave, and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty, and it shall be inventoried, and every particle and utensil labelled to my will. As item, 2 lips, indifferent red. Item, 2 grey eyes with lids to them. Item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see.
I see you what you are. You are too proud, but if you are the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Such love could be but recompense.
Though you
Though
were.
you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty,
How does he love me?
with adorations, with fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, the sighs of fire.
Oh, your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and stainless youth, and in voices well divulged, learned, free and valiant, and in dimension, and the shape of nature, a gracious person. But yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, such suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them aloud, even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again. Tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no fee post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart of flint that you shall love. Let your fervour, like my master's be, placed in content. Farewell, fair courser.
What is your parentage? Above my fortune, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions and spirit, to give thee frightful blazon, but not too fast. Soft, soft. Even if the master were the man, how now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth, to creep in at mine eyes, well, let it be.
short steps from your bed to your door. But crossing that threshold meant leaving my little self-made sanctuary. A sanctuary that I had woven for myself out of false hope and the "he doesn't just want me for sex" attitude. For me, lust, however painful, is unavoidable. I have slowly but surely severed the ties between my body and my mind, making every sexual encounter half routine and half improvised, unscripted, passionless pornography. You let me stay that night, but only if I said that morning sex was on the cards. There was no need to sign a contract. On agreement, you chuckled and said, "I knew you'd say yes." Even I make jokes about being a slut. You have to laugh because sleeping around is rarely funny. Why don't we all joke that my vagina is big enough to fit even your narcissism? Hilarity is not something that I associate with my dwindling innocence or my growing reputation. I didn't sleep that night. You did. Did you know that you talk in your sleep? Just mumbling, really, but it was like being given a snapshot into your dreams that seem as tormented as mine. We're more similar than I'd like to admit, but it is hard to accept yourself as somebody that you don't want to be, and you would understand that more than anybody. When you woke, you turned over expectantly, rolling your body towards mine and firmly wrapping your arms around my torso. I flinched. You didn't notice. I didn't expect you to. I fulfilled my half of the contract. Without passion, I couldn't look you in the eye. We exchanged no words, nothing needed to be said. You must have known that I didn't enjoy it. Tears were a clue. I feel as though it is unjustified to accuse you of sexual misconduct or assault. Because when push came to shove and hands clawed on skin, I consented. The sun began to crack through the blinds as I put my clothes on and back. You whispered a satisfied goodbye as I took those 4 short steps from your bed to your door. We haven't spoken since. Let her wait. She's run me off my legs to
kitchen. She can do a bit for a change. There's 7 of them up in the dining room.
Alderman.
Alderman Elliwell and Mrs. of course. Councillor Albert Parker and Mrs. Parker. Mr. Robert Soppet and Mrs. Soppet. And, of course, Miss Holmes. But she stopped eating. You're caught in there, aren't you? I saw you the other night down by Clepton Woods. Yourself now, Milton's lad. Now don't look at me like that. I'm not telling you. I like that shilling. Do you want to see her? I told you. She's finished eating. She can't put it away like some of them. You'd have thought they'd been pined for a month. Where they're going at it. I'll tell her. She'd better come that way through the greenhouse. Oh, by the way, my name's Ruby Birtle.